Mm, mm, mm. No. Okay, we're back. We are back. Hello, welcome back. Beep. Hi, welcome. Utah. Good old Utah. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hello from Brazil. Where are you guys from? Hi. New York. How exciting. Oklahoma. Welcome, welcome. Hi. How are you? Wisconsin. Welcome. North Dakota. I've never been to Wisconsin or North Dakota. That'd be fun. Hello, hello. Okay, so let me get my stuff here. There it is. I found it. Welcome back, y'all. Living in North Dakota. Oh, fun. That's really fun, actually. Indiana. I'm originally from Michigan, but currently live in Alabama. How exciting! I've never been to the East Coast before. What is emotion code? Let me tell you. So I love emotion code so much. So emotion code is an energy healing technique that helps you to literally identify and release negative trapped emotional energies from negative past events. So if you've ever, thank you for the roses. Thank you. So if you've ever, for example, the best way I can explain this is how it works is, at age 6, your dad yelled at you, and now that emotion of thank you. That emotion of anger basically got projected onto you, and it's like this ball of energy that gets stuck inside of your body, and the ball of energy, this little anger, gets stuck inside, and it causes physical issues. So like it distorts your tissues, anger, physical, mental. So like it can cause lots of different things mentally, emotionally. So it can cause you to feel very quick to anger, quick to sadness, quick to whatever emotion it is. So once you identify that, then you hold the intention using a magnet to release it, and then the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual pain or discomfort goes away completely. That's pretty much it. So I work with a lot of people that deal with anxiety, depression, physical pain, so like headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, menstrual issues. So I've worked with people with PCOS. I also do a lot of work with toxic relationships. That's actually probably my number one thing that I do with people is work on like releasing things that have to do with like past trauma and all of the things. It's a lot, but yeah. So we are going to be doing some sessions. I'm just going to demonstrate it for you guys. Don't forget to follow me here on TikTok, on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do those things, then I'm able to continue to do sessions for free. And then, you know, tap the screen, send some likes, push all the buttons. That way I can continue to do sessions for free, and it'll actually boost the live as well. So X answered all my questions with... When somebody answers your question with a question, that might be a red flag. Red flag, red flag. All right, so if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. I'm so excited. So I haven't been live for a while just because life. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or answer with maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, that is so annoying. Like, just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth, bro. That's all I want to know. What is my password? Oh, there it is. How's the wee baby? She's so cute. She is so cute. Let me show you a picture. She has so much hair. It's like... She's so adorable. I know. I'm obsessed with her. Oh, my phone's gonna die. We've done a session in the past. Can we do another one tonight or just for newbies? I usually just do newbies. It just depends on how many people sign up. But she has so much hair. Obsessed with her hair. Listen, I am too. So babies around like 3 to 6 months, when they're still laying down, like they can't sit up by themselves, they move their head a lot and they start like balding on the back, and I'm so sad. So sad. But at least most of it is staying on top, which is good. But she's adorable. She's adorable. I'm obsessed. Totally obsessed with her. So all right, so again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. I had a story I wanted to tell you, but I totally forgot. Oh, if you haven't checked out my latest video of muscle testing that is currently on my YouTube channel, go check it out. It is one of my favorite videos I've done. It's been a while since I've done a video, but it's by far one of my favorite videos because I am super passionate about muscle testing. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. What's today, the 27th? Man, it's been a whole, like, what, 10 days since I've done a session or a live. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi, Kim. How are you? All right, last call. Last call if you'd like to do a session with me here on live. Again, I typically do. You fixed it. I'm okay. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Going once, going twice. All right, Jennifer Gisco. Jennifer Gisco. Hello. Let's see. That's me. Cool. All right, let's do a session. I just signed up, but it's for my boyfriend who is with me right now, not myself. It's under Tyson. Awesome. What is the session? An emotion code session. We might do body code. That would be fun today. All right, Jennifer. Let me see. If you'd like to get on live, you're welcome to. You don't feel like you have to if you don't want to. Yay! Let's see. Do you have a belief? I've never seen that. What does that mean? Jennifer, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Let me turn this up. Is it echoing for anybody?
I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Yay!
Hi.
Belief. I'm so excited. Oh, yes. Belief code. So we also have, so there's emotion code, body code, and belief code. So, all right. Let's do this. What are we working on today?
My ex is a narcissist.
No. Okay. What do you feel like you need help with the most? You deal with, actually, let me ask you this way. What did he give you? Anxiety, depression, PTSD? Like, I'm kidding,
Everything.
but everything? Oh, no.
He actually left me and moved in with his new girlfriend the same day.
Of course he did. I mean, what else would you expect from a narcissist, right?
Right.
Dang it. Okay, so let me ask you this then. What do you feel like you deal with like the most, like your biggest symptom? So this can be like mental, so anxiety, depression, PTSD, or it can be like emotional, so just feeling super emotional, or a specific emotion, so like sadness, anger, panic, shame, guilt, like all that stuff, or we can go physical, so headaches, back pain, lower back pain, anything that you vibe with right now.
It was more of feeling very stupid.
Feeling very stupid. Okay, so you don't deal with like any anxiety or anything like that?
I did, because when he left me with all the bills. He
What?
charged like $5,000 on my credit card that I didn't know about. And then when he left the card, put it in the dresser drawer, and then I got the bill for the $5,000.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah, he totaled our Jeep, and then when we got the insurance money, he didn't want to give it to me because he needed something else to drive instead of paying off the loan.
What? I am
And
so.
then it was like if there was any issues, it was deal with the new girlfriend because, she doesn't trust me with you. So anything that had to deal with him, I had to talk to her about.
What? That
And when
is.
it came for like the insurance money or anything, he didn't want to turn it into his insurance company because he's had so many accidents. So I had to contact her and say, "Will he finally turn this in? We need to pay off the Jeep." And she'd be like, "From now on, don't talk to him. You need to talk to me. It has to all go through me and not through him." She's like, "I don't trust him with you." So any of the
What?
extra money that came from the insurance, she put in her pocket and said, "I control his money now."
What?
Oh
And it
yeah, it
was
was
your
kind of
Jeep?
crazy. It was in both of our names, and the insurance was in his name, but he didn't want to turn it into his insurance company because he had too many accidents.
Oh, darn it. Okay, so let's typically I'd like to work with the symptom here. So do you still feel like you are controlled by him, or do you feel like you're still connected to him at all? Or um
He likes to come back and contact me when it's convenient for him. Like we had lost a baby together back in 2015,
oh, I'm
and
so
he contacted me last November and said, "I know this is a really hard day for you, and I just want to be civil with you from now on. Let's not block each other. Let's not play games." He said, "I just want to co-parent with you." And I'm like, "Co-parent what?" And he's like, "I'm just done with the games. I just don't want to block each other anymore. We're done with this." So he talked to me for a couple of days, and then I didn't say anything for a while, and I sent him a message, and I was blocked again.
play.
So he's
Wait,
he's
he
been
doesn't
doing
want to
this
play
off and
games.
on since 2016.
He doesn't want to play games, but he's the one that's playing the games.
Right.
What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So he makes me feel nuts.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, with
So
that,
every
with the
time he contacts me, it's like one of those things that you have the feeling still that you push down because you don't want to admit that you still like him, but
yeah,
that forget it because that's just awful and it'll never happen again.
yeah, yeah. It's they call it a trauma bond. Um, yeah, that, yeah, that is no fun. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that, and I'm so sorry for your miscarriage.
Thank you.
Um, so you're 50, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, so
unfortunately.
that's okay. That's okay. So like I said, let's work on a symptom, something that's measurable. So we can go with, you mentioned you didn't have an anxiety anymore. But if you want to, we can just go straight for cordings, or sorry, trauma bonds. So do you feel like, is he still coming around?
At the moment, no, but as soon as he feels he wants to talk to me again, he'll unblock me and he'll talk to me for a couple days and then he'll block me again.
Okay.
It's all
Okay.
controlled by him.
Yeah. That is no fun. No fun at all. So let's release some cordings then. Let's see what happens with that. So, oh, thank you. So what's your ex's name? Are you okay to say it on here on live?
Joel.
Joe?
Joel. Joel.
Joel. E-L.
Yeah.
Okay, Joel. Okay, so let's we'll have a quick moment of silence and then we'll get to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, can I get this proxy for you? Yes. All right, so let's ask, what is the biggest cording we can release now. Let me hurry and pull this up here. What is the biggest cording that we can release now that's with your ex Joel? Okay, so brain to brain. Brain to brain cording is kind of like, so the best way to describe this is if you've ever been lied to, manipulated, gaslit, or you just kind of feel confused with that person. If you've ever been to, actually, let me step back there. If you ever feel like they're just always in your head or they're always on your mind, they're always just like controlling you, like mentally, emotionally, all of that, then that's kind of what this is, brain to brain. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest cording that we can release now that's with your ex Joel? Another brain to brain. Do we need to know more? Financially, yep, that's definitely one too. We'll go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest cording we can release now? That has to do with your ex Joel. Okay, so gut to gut. This one is actually by far one of my favorites to release. So let me hurry in. Okay, so gut to gut is basically like if you've ever felt like you had to walk on eggshells around somebody's emotions, or if you feel like they're about to walk in the door and you're like, okay, I have to know what their mood is before they walk in, so you can like mentally prepare yourself. Does that make sense?
I was to the point where I didn't want to leave work and come home to my own home because I
Yeah.
knew what I was walking into.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Okay, we'll go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest cording release now that has to do with your ex Joel? Okay, this one is called neck to neck. It's like literally, it's like you know the saying like, oh, he's a pain in the neck.
Oh,
Literally.
yes.
Neck to neck. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? Okay, do you have another cording we can release now that's with your ex Joel? Yes. Okay, back of the neck. So this one is basically like if you've ever felt like they just have a lot of influence over you. So it's kind of like them controlling your head, like turning one way so that they can be sneaky behind your back the other way. Does that make sense?
Oh, very, very controlling. If
Very,
you
very
don't do this
controlling.
for me, then that's okay. That's okay. I'll just find somebody else. I'll just don't talk to me anymore. Just leave me alone.
Yep. Yep. So let's go ahead and release all of that. Did we correct that? Okay, do you have another cording? Okay, so this one is navel to navel. Navel to navel is basically like that feeling of them controlling your relationship. So that's like your navel is symbolically also within like the root chakra area or in the sacral chakra area, and that's for relationships. So if you ever feel like they're controlling over your relationships or controlling who you can and can't see, like, oh, you can't be friends with that person, you can't be friends with that person, or a lot of isolation as well. So that's also another thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have where it doesn't matter what any guy says to me now. All I hear is blah, 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 because it's just a big lie.
Yep. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh, that's a big one. Did we release that? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I can say this online, but it's genitals. It's like a genitals to genitals. It's like a root chakra thing. So root chakra is for specifically. Sometimes it can be like a schmexual thing, if you know what I'm getting at, or it can also be for like a lack of safety, It can be for like codependency. So if there's a lot of codependency, so physical codependency, financial codependency, like a whole bunch of all of that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? Yes. What's the biggest courting we can release now that's with your ex Joel? Do you have a heart to heart? Yeah, your body doesn't want to release that. Anyways, okay. So go ahead and take a stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Go ahead and take a really big deep breath.
Can you
Awesome.
erase them from my memory?
Not entirely, but I have helped people feel less triggered or feel less emotional about their ex. Does that make sense? So it's almost like the difference between like before and after sessions with me can be like, okay, I used to cry every time I talk about my ex, but then like now it's like I can talk about it, but I'm not going to cry my eyes out anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes. I'm to that point. It's just like if I would run into him and actually see him, I don't know how I would feel. I don't want to see him, but I don't want to be put in that position.
Oh, for sure. For sure. No, that totally makes sense. So I forgot to get a reading on, or not a reading, a rating on this. However, I am curious how different, like, do you feel any shifting or changing at all?
I feel more of I don't care anymore. Like, do whatever you want to
Yay!
do. If you contact me, my answer is going to be, so what, we can talk because now you said so? No, I don't think so.
Yes, I love that. So I've done a lot of recordings, like trauma bond releases for people, and the number one thing I hear, and I've actually experienced this myself because I've had toxic relationships before, and the number one thing that people say is they feel free from that person, or it's like the feeling of freedom. Does that resonate with you at all?
I I feel more of I don't care anymore.
No. Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on here. Are you okay if I put
Thank
this on my
you.
YouTube channel?
Sure.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night.
Have a
Bye
great
bye.
night. Bye bye.
You too. Oh my gosh, that was so good. You guys. I don't know what that is. Coitus. Oops. Okay. Thank you for that, Krista. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jennifer. It was such a pleasure working with you tonight. Let's do another session. Let's see. How do you get help? Hi from Eagle Mountain. Hello. We lived in Eagle Mountain for a year and a half. It has got, the last time we went up there, I want to say it was like last year. It was so busy. I was dumbfounded at how fast it's grown, you know? She could meet lovely Joe. I think I'm good. I think I'll pass on that. Awesome. All right. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we'll get started. I love it out here and it's booming. That's awesome. I really, we purchased a house where we live now. I'm not going to tell you where, but when we purchased a house, we thought about purchasing up there, but it was like almost twice as expensive for the amount of house that we got than it was in Eagle Mountain. Did I say that right? It was like more than twice, almost twice as expensive in Eagle Mountain than it is here where we live, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's been a while since I did an emotional code reading from you. Can I continue with regular session? Yes, definitely. If you'd like to schedule a one-on-one session, you can go to lightenedhealing.com. Like I've been lightened, LIGHTENED, healing.com, lightened healing. Or you should have an email from me that has all the housing costs are so expensive, especially in Utah. I know, it's because everybody from California moved here. It's crazy. How do we get an emotion code? How much is it to do one? So the first session is $39, and then I go over prices and packages based on your needs, because there are some people who are like, who need like 1 or 2 sessions and then they're good. And then the other people that I've worked with, like for a while, most people need anywhere from 6 to 12. But then occasionally I do have the occasional person who has had a lot of trauma, and just a lot of stuff happening in their life, that need a lot more than that. So like 6, 12, 24, I've had people do more sessions than that. It just depends on you as a person. So thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, everyone. All right, let's get on with a session here. Hello. Welcome. And don't forget to follow me here on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way I can continue to do these sessions for free, because I love going live with you guys. Yay. Okay, Christy Post. 27. Today is the 27th. That's crazy. The year is almost done. Hi, Christy Post. Welcome. Where did the month go? I don't know. I literally had my baby almost 4 months ago, and it's crazy how fast time has gone. She's so good. Do you want to see a picture? Hello from California. She's so good. She's freaking adorable. Let me see if I can find. She has so much hair. Yeah? Oh. Oh, let me pause it. It's a video. I don't know if you can see it. Look at all the hair. You can't see it right there. Hold on. Let me find another one. Oh, perfect. She is so adorable. Let me show you the other picture. I will go on and on and on about my little baby. She's so cute. Oh, here we go. I got a picture of her the other day. She's so cute. Both. She looks like both. There are lots of parts. My youngest will be 2 in October. Fun. She's drooling, but she's freaking cute. She looks a lot like me, but also a lot like my husband. Like different parts. Anyways. So sweet. 9 years old in December. That's crazy. I have a 10-year-old. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. Picking a new person. Hi. All right. Miss Hayes. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I'm so sorry. Oldest will be 19 in December. Crazy. I have an almost 2-year-old in a week and a 7-month-old. Is it Gina? Is that how you pronounce it? Because I don't know if it's the other way that I'm thinking. Gina, okay. Thank you for telling me because I am so good at names. So good. She's so good. She's so good. All right, let's do this. Let me hurry and see if you wanna pop on live here, that would be awesome. Don't feel like you have to. Gina. Yay! Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Do you have stuff in the background going on?
Yeah. Do I need to move to a quieter place?
I would, yeah, just so that we can focus a little bit better. Let's see. All right. So, what are we working on with you today?
I was wondering if we could do like I have a lot of fears. I don't know if that's like a thing. And I want to be able to get over those fears.
Like
Yeah, like I feel like fears are like holding me back from accomplishing my goals.
yeah, let's do it. Do you want to do fear in general, or do you want to do like a specific fear, like fear of cleaning out my fridge, or I'm being sarcastic here, but
Like fear of doing my goal. I want to be like a kind of do like what you do. I want to go like live on like TikToks. I want to do more of like a spiritual career, I guess you can say.
Awesome. So like a coach, or like an intuitive coach, or crap, what is that called? Like a healer, or are you wanting to go more towards like advocating for people?
Like a healer, because I do Reiki, but I'm always scared to go out there. And then also, I like to do tarot readings, but again, the fear keeps getting in the way. Yeah.
So is it like a fear of social media, or a fear of people, or
I feel like it's the fear of like people saying like, oh, you know, like you did my reading wrong, or oh, I didn't feel anything, you know, being healed, like something like that.
Right. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let me think about that for a second. Let's see. I agree. I agree with oh my gosh, how do you pronounce your name? Sensori? I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can see the comments, right?
Yes. Thank
Your
you.
voice is so sweet. You'd be so good on lives.
Thank you.
Fear of confidence. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is.
Yes, I like that actually. Fear of confidence. Okay, so let me think about that. Okay, quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. All right, connect this proxy for you. Yes. There's something else on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to think of the word here. It's not quite fear of confidence, but it's like, fear of rejection. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fear of rejection. So, because sometimes you can work on like the opposite positive or the opposite negative. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Did I say that? Anyways, so confidence is really good to work on, but I feel like the fear of rejection is a bigger issue. So, So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that fear of rejection?
10.
10? Okay. Cool. Awesome. Let's see. Okay. What is the biggest emotion we can release now that is causing this fear of rejection? Maybe even 5. Terror. So like being terrified. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this fear of rejection? Right? Even 1, 3. Crying. When did this 10, 20, age 20? More. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this fear of rejection? Maybe even 6. Shame. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this fear of rejection? Maybe even 4. Depression. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this fear of rejection? Okay, so I'm feeling something else, and this is in the body code. Oops. So the body code is a deeper kind of healing. It's the second certification that I have. And this one is called a broadcast message. A broadcast message is basically like a vibe that you put off towards other people, and then they unintentionally treat you that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So for example, if you have a broadcast message of ignore me, then people, you walk into a big room full of people and people unintentionally ignore you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
We see 4. This one says, leave me alone. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Thank you. Did we correct that? Replace it with welcome. So instead of allowing your vibe to be like, leave me alone, we're going to replace it with welcome. So it's like,
Okay.
I like to say it's like a Texas welcome vibe. You know how some Southern people are like, howdy y'all, let's come on in, like that's the kind of vibe that you want to bring in. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So, yes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and replace that welcome. Did we correct that? Yes. All right. What's the biggest broadcast message we can release now that's going to help with this fear of rejection? Maybe 6. Ooh, this one says they hate me. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh, did we correct that? Replace it with they love me. Not that everybody has to love you, but it's almost like just that feeling of like, oh, they love her. Cool.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and move. Did we correct that? What's the biggest, all right, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this fear of rejection? Maybe even 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? Okay, so this next one is called, yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, next one is called a despair anchor. A despair anchor is basically like the energy of a negative statement that's kind of stuck in the subconscious mind. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so maybe C 6. Okay, we'll roll with it. This one says they're ruining it. So if you ever, oh, actually this does make sense. Okay, so if you ever have that feeling of like that one person comes into the room and like they just ruin anything that they touch,
Yes.
or like they ruin the vibe, or it's like they reject everything that you have to put out there, like
Yes.
all the things. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so go ahead and release that. So we correct that. What's the biggest imbalance between release and that's causing this fear of rejection? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Go ahead and take a really big deep breath for me. Awesome. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh, I feel much better.
Yay! So if you really kind of sit with it, how does that fear of rejection feel? Is it still like a 10 out of 10?
No, I feel like it went on to a 5.
That's a huge improvement.
Yeah,
Oh my
it
gosh.
is.
Yay, start making videos tonight. I love that. So we literally cut that fear of rejection in half.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yay. Thank you for being on here.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you okay if I put this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
wonderful night.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, that was so good, you guys. I love this stuff so much. Okay, let's do another person. Let's see. Pew, pew, pew. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Thank you, Josh, for the compliment. Appreciate it. All right, Becky Goodrow. Becky Goodrow. Becky, if you're here, say yay, that's me. Perfect. All right. Have we had a session with you before? Leadership skills. How exciting. Oh, you have? Okay. I'll tell you what, because I'm trying to do new people who haven't done it before. So today we're just gonna skip over you. And then I'll put you, if we run out of people, then you'll be next, okay? I promise. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. If you want to schedule a session, you're more than welcome to. All right. So Stephanie Lobo. I don't know how to pronounce that. Stephanie Lobo. It's actually kind of a cool name. Oh, hello. Let's see. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's perfect. Okay, so sensory. Oh, like sensory toys. Okay. That's awesome. So, Stephanie, what are we working on? Yes, I love that. That's awesome. It's 29. What are we working on? So we can go with anxiety, depression, a trigger. We can work on anything physical, so headaches, back pain, lower back pain. We can go with an emotion. You can join with audio. It says that it says that you can't. You can try. That would be awesome. I wonder, are you a private account? because it doesn't show that you can go be a guest. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Never done it. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. That's okay. If you could, that would be awesome, but it's not showing that you can, which is weird because you have over 1,000 followers. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so yeah, what did you want to work on? Restlessness associated with anxiety. That's exciting for me, not for you. I'm sorry. When you say restlessness associated with anxiety, is the anxiety causing the restlessness, or do you want to work on the restlessness? If you want to pick one, restlessness or anxiety. Because they kind of coincide, but if you want to pick one, perfect. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anxiety? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. 7. That's pretty high, actually. Okay, let's do it. We'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. All right, can I make this proxy for you? Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 5. Oops. Unsupported. When did this work? 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17. You need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this anxiety? 3. Grief. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. I feel like this has a lot to do with relationships. Like, like an intimate relationship. Does that resonate with you at all? Or a potential, thank you for sharing the live. Or like a potential, or it was a potential intimate relationship. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 6. Shame. When did this 10, 20, 30, 20, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Not romantic, maybe friendships, family, maybe that would make sense. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 3. Rejection. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release on that's causing this anxiety? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Go Go ahead and take some really big deep breaths. Perfect. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate it? One being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. Hello, Erica. How are you? Oh, hi. How was your live the other night? But I've been struggling hard. Oh, I'm sorry. Stephanie, are you still there? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anxiety? 5.5. Yay! I feel like there's something there. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. I feel like there is something that needs to be. There's something else. Let me find out. I need something else? Yes. Okay. Be right back. Okay. Okay, so okay, this is making sense. It's saying that you need to do like a belief code session on this anxiety. Like you have a lot of beliefs towards like why you feel anxious or why you feel restless. Does that make sense? Let's actually find, is there a belief that we can release now? Yes. Self. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this one says, I can't admit what my needs are. So it's almost like that feeling of like, I know what I need, but I can't say it. Or I don't know what I need, or I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to ask for it. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and release that. Kind of like your needs, like certain needs are not being met, and it's really hard to admit, like, hey, I just want some flowers. You know, I just want to feel appreciated. I just want to feel loved. It's like such a little gesture. But it's almost like your body is like begging for it. Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? I hope so. So, Stephanie, go ahead and stand up one more time. Just give it a good stretch. And then That's so scary. Feeling much better already. Yay! On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it? 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. Does it make sense to you? Okay, cool. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. A 3! Oh my gosh, that's awesome. From a 7 to a 5.5 to a 3. Yay! That's exciting. That is so exciting. Okay, let's do one more and then I gotta go to bed. Gotta get up tomorrow with the kiddos. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. All right, Christy Post. Christy Post, thank you so much. I'll schedule a session with you soon. I was very hesitant. That's okay. I get it a lot. Honestly, it's okay. That's actually why I do these sessions, because there are some people that just need to either like try it out or like they need to see somebody else get results, you know? Christy Post, going once, going twice. Moving on. Rebecca Hasten? I'm pretty sure we've already done a session for you. Don't quote me on that though. Hello. I haven't. Okay, perfect. I've done a lot of Rebecca's then. You're welcome to get online with me here if you want to. But don't feel like you have to. It's more just for fun. It's more interactive that way. All right. Let's do this. Rebecca. There we go. That's okay. That's okay. So what are we working on? We can go straight for anxiety, depression. We can work on a trigger. We can work on anything physical. So headache, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, gut issues. We can work on anything emotional. So we can go with like sadness, anger, grief, shame, guilt, anything you want. I have some PTSD from, oops. Look at you. Okay, I have some PTSD from an SA relationship. Does that work? Yes. I just need to get specific with it. Does that make sense? So, do you have any symptoms of that? So you said PTSD. So I would assume a trigger. So with that being said, what type of trigger, like what triggers you from that? Does that make sense? So it can be like, I get triggered at this place, or I get triggered by this person, or I get triggered at 5 o'clock every single night. I have some PTSD from an SA relationship. It's probably anxiety, the most, feeling triggers from memories mostly. Okay, so let's go for anxiety then. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the anxiety? It was with an ex I lived with. Oh, dang it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anxiety in this moment right now? An 8? Okay. Okay, let's do it. We'll have a quick moment of silence. We'll get to it. Okay, can I have this proxy for you? Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Can I be even out of 5? Unsupported. When did this reach 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 3. Defensiveness. When did this push? 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17. Need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this anxiety? Maybe even 4. Panic. When did this push? 10, 20, 30, 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Age 24. Do we need to know more? Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Can we even 3? Discouragement. When did this push? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 1. Heartache. When did this push? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Worthless. When did this push? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 6. Shame. When did this push? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Oh, baby. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. I know, my husband will get her in a second. She's usually a pretty good sleeper at night, so we'll see. Take some really big deep breaths. Get it, get it. All right, and then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that anxiety? 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe. Feels a lot better, like a 3. Yes! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So pitiful. Wait, what's pitiful? Her cry. I know, I'm like, oh, let me get you. Let me hold you. Let's snuggle. Yay. So from an 8 to a 3, that's a huge change. I'm so excited for you. Wow, that's awesome. I know, right? This is why, like, I do this all the time. I'm obsessed with this stuff. So thank you so much for being on here, you guys. I'm gonna go get my baby now. So have a wonderful night, and I don't know when I'll be on next, so stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.